Hi, I'm Dave Abrams.
And I'm Karla Schaffer, and this is Anne Arundel County Week in Review. Today we have the band Sweet Leda in the studio to perform for you, and we'll talk about a tax break coming next year. Making headlines around the county. Well, can you guess what event will be celebrating its 200th birthday next year? Well, it's the War of 1812. County Executive Leopold announced this week that a special commemoration event will be held at Hancock's Resolution in Pasadena. A committee is being assembled to hammer out the details of the event. County Executive Leopold said of the anniversary, "Our county has many ties to the War of 1812. Hancock's resolution was a signal point to warn Baltimore of the approaching British fleet. We're very excited to get started planning this event." Well, here are some fun facts about our ties to the war in the county. Mayo is named for Isaac Mayo, a highly decorated naval officer who served at the time. Some historians believe that the famous privateer ship the Lion was burned at Hancock's Resolution by the British Navy. Curtis Creek Furnace produced pig iron used in the war effort. And our local paper, the Maryland Gazette, supported the British. Can you believe it?
Shame on the Gazette. They did, however, endorse Abe Lincoln in 1865, and apparently one of the editors' houses was burned down because of that. I think Lincoln got like 6 votes in Anne Arundel County. But that's the great thing about newspapers. If you get something wrong, another paper comes out the next day. And speaking of news, it's now easier for you to watch county council meetings. The council announced this week that all of its meetings are now archived online. You can go to www.aacounty.org and click on the Government tab followed by County Council. There are also archived meetings going back to April 4th in case you want to relive the budget sessions that kept us all so busy. The council also voted to approve an income tax break this week. By a 5-2 vote, the council reduced the local rate from 2.56% to 2.5%. Budget Officer John Hammond criticized the vote, saying the break would save taxpayers about enough to buy a natty bow at happy hour. If you were to combine the break with a property tax increase, the average taxpayer will pay an additional $42 this coming fiscal year. County Executive Leopold said of the tax cut, "The council action could jeopardize our AAA bond rating, our collective bargaining process, our level of funding from the state, and our quality of life." The property tax increase will raise about $20 million and cost the average taxpayer about $78 more next year. The income tax decrease will cost $8 million and save the average taxpayer about $35.
This week in Hot Topics, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to 1,378 calls for service. This included more than 1,029 emergency medical calls and 112 fire calls. Flames and smoke billowed through a North County neighborhood when fire destroyed a garage workshop attached to a 2-story home. With us now to tell us more about this incident is Captain James Rostick from the Anne Arundel County Fire Department, who's filling in this week for Chief Cox. Captain?
Thanks, Karla. Just after 9 p.m. on Monday, June 20th, 2011, the Anne Arundel County Fire Department responded to a reported building fire in the 100 block of Obrecht Road, located in the Millersville section of the county. First unit to arrive on the scene reported a fire showing from the rear of the 2-story single-family dwelling. A closer investigation revealed that the fire was located in an attached garage workshop at this location. At this time, additional resources were requested, and the first arriving crews worked to force entry into the locked structure utilizing K-12 rescue saws to cut through the garage doors. Immediately after gaining access to the interior of the structure, crews advanced hand lines into the structure to extinguish the fire. In all, it took approximately 40 firefighters 30 minutes to bring the 2-alarm fire under control. There were 3 residents home at the time of the fire, and all were able to escape without injury. The fire was discovered by one of the residents who reported hearing an explosion and seeing a bright flickering light in the garage workshop area. The fire, which originated in the garage workshop area, caused an approximate $500,000 in damage. 5 residents were displaced as a result of the fire. The exact cause of the fire remains under investigation by the fire department arson investigators. Karla?
Thanks, Captain. County building officials have declared the structure unsafe and have restricted access to it. In addition, officials are investigating whether the apartments above the workshop were constructed legally and met the zoning and building code requirements.
Well, summer also means lots of concerts. In this week's Community Spotlight, Mark Chang tells us about the Linthicum-Shipley Summertime Concerts. Mark.
Thank you. I'm here on this warm, sunny June day over in Linthicum at the Linthicum Park on Benton Avenue. And with me today I have Joe Barker, who is the organizer for the upcoming Linthicum Concert Series, and also Ken Glendenning, president of the Linthicum-Shipley Improvement Association. And I have Terry Fahili, who is the chairwoman for the Linthicum Decorating Committee, and also Debbie Krogan, who's also the chairwoman for the Linthicum Decorating Committee, and who is also going to talk about the art in the park. And I have Midge Nell all the way down there, and Daisy, who are longtime residents of Linthicum. And all of us are here to talk about the upcoming outdoor concert series. And Joe, I want to first of all start with you. Could you tell the audience out there about this outdoor concert series?
Happy to. 31 years ago, the Women's Club of Linthicum Heights decided to have concerts in the park. And we have continued to do that for 31 years with the help of organizations that are local citizens, and we have scheduled this summer 8 concerts in the park. They are all on Sunday evenings at 6 o'clock. And this year, even though we do not have rain dates, we will have one rain date on the 31st of July because we have a group coming from Michigan. And so for that particular concert, we will be going over to St. Christopher Episcopal Church. And of course, it will still be 6 o'clock on Sunday evening. We're beginning this coming Sunday, June 26th, with a group called Pet Rock. We will finish on the 14th of August. There are 8 concerts in this series with the Crabtown Big Band, and we hope you'll come.
Joe, thank you so much. And for folks out there who are not familiar with the concert series or not familiar with Linthicum, is there a contact number folks can reach you at?
You may call me at 410-859-3308.
Great. Thank you, Joe. Thank you so much for organizing this and chairing this event. We really appreciate it. I know that I enjoyed coming out here in the past years, and really it's a great event for the whole entire family.
Well, most of the artists who come love coming here. And the audience does as well. It's sort of an amphitheater situation, and we're down under the trees. So come and enjoy with us.
That sounds really awesome, Joe. Thanks a lot. Now we'll jump over to Terry. And Terry, you are one of the chairwomen for the Linthicum Decorating Committee. Could you tell us about that?
The Linthicum Decorating Committee was formed about 3 years, and the purpose is to promote and enhance the spirit of the holidays to Linthicum residents and businesses. We started decorating the shopping centers, and each year we add a little bit more, spread a little bit further. This past year we added lights for the first time, and our ultimate goal is maybe to have the old-time lamppost on Camp Mead Road.
Terry, I know that you do a lot of work in the community, and we really appreciate all that you do. I know you're a realtor in the area, and just thank you so much for your community involvement. Now I want to go over to Debbie Krogan, and she is also the owner of Pedal Pushers right on Camp Mead Road there. And something a little different is there's art in the park this year.
That's right. We're doing a Art in the Park. Starts at 2 to 6 p.m. and followed by the concert. We're asking local artisans to display their wares. We're expecting about 19 or 20 artisans to be here this year. So come on out.
Great. And for folks who want to get involved in the Linthicum Decorating Committee or may still have time to get into Art in the Park, what's the contact number for them?
They can call me 410-859-9292 or Terry at
410-375-2612.
Great. Thank you very much, Terry and Debbie. Really appreciate it. Go back over here. Go over to Mr. Ken Glendenning. Ken, it's been a great privilege to be able to work with you through Linthicum-Shipley Improvement Association, and I just want to congratulate you for being re-elected as president of the Linthicum-Shipley Improvement Association. I look forward to this upcoming year and working with you and just working on the different quality of life issues that we have in this community, and I really appreciate all the service that you do for our community. Thank you so much. Ken, could you first of all tell us how LSIA or Linthicum-Shipley Improvement Association is supporting this concert series?
Well, we are among several contributors to this organization. The concerts have been going on for quite a few years, and there's such a nice thing to do on a Sunday night. You come down, sit under the trees. It's a nice breeze blowing usually, and the music is just out of this world. Joe Barker has a talent for picking different types of music for each concert, which means that there's a concert for everybody's desire and tastes. The Improvement Association supports a lot of other things in the community. We protect the community from zoning and liquor licenses, but we have got a strong organization, and I urge any community that picks this up to create and maintain a good, strong organization so that your community can be protected and maintained in the status that you want it.
Great, Ken. Thank you so much. And for folks out there in the Linthicum area who are not part of the Linthicum-Shipley Improvement Association, how can they get more information?
Well, you can contact me at 410-859-UGLY. Oh, wait a minute. That's 8459. It spells ugly. But you can contact me, and I'll be happy to talk to you anytime.
Great, Ken. Thank you so much. And Ken, you're a good-looking guy, but with these ladies all around us today, you're even looking even more better today. So, again, but we appreciate all your hard work in this community. Thank you very much.
That's because there isn't any competition.
All right, thanks, Ken. Now shift over to this young lady here, my good friend Midge now. How are you doing, Midge, today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. And we have Daisy here. Hey, Daisy. Hey, Daisy girl. How you doing? Great, Midge, and longtime resident of this area, and know that you've attended the concert series for many years. As a spectator, could you tell the folks out there who haven't been out to the concert series what your perception is as a spectator of the event?
Well, there's different bands, different types of bands. It goes from the 50s to the brass bands to the naval band even comes. We get all kind of different bands, and whatever you like, we probably have. Just check the schedule every week up on the board here, and you'll see who's going to be playing. All you got to do is bring your chairs, bring your coolers, bring a blanket, bring something to sit on, and then just pack up the babies and grab the old ladies, and everyone knows everyone goes to the Linthicum shows.
Well, there you go. That's well said. Great. That's great job, Mitch. And I'm sure, Daisy, you're going to be coming out to concert series too, right, Daisy? Okay. All right, great. Well, you heard it, folks. You heard it from a lot of great folks over in the Linthicum area and these organizers here. And come on out for a great time. We hope to see you out here. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mark. There's so much to see this summer and at really great prices.
There is more Week in Review to come, including a performance in the studio by Sweet Leda. Take a look at the community calendar for what's happening around the county. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
County Executive John Leopold wants to remind all residents that an animal should never be left unattended in a vehicle during the hot summer months. Even on a mild day with the windows cracked, the temperature inside will rise quickly, causing imminent harm or death to pets. If an animal control officer sees an animal left unattended in a vehicle, a criminal citation will be written, and the owner of the vehicle must appear in court and face a potential fine of $500 and 30 days in jail. Don't put your animal in harm's way, even on a mild day. Don't leave any pets unattended in vehicles.
Welcome back. Every summer, the Department of Recreation and Parks holds free concerts at Quiet Waters and Downs Parks. We thought we'd do something a little bit different on this week's show and bring in one of our featured performers at Quiet Waters this summer. So today we have Sweet Leda. Welcome, guys.
Thank you.
And we have the lead singer of the band, Julie Simek. Can you introduce yourself and everyone else in the band?
I would love to. As you said, I am the lead singer. My name is Julie. This is my husband, Jamie Horrigan. He plays the bass. Back here is Omar LDAHE. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
He plays the guitar, and then we have Don Boy on the drums.
Well, welcome.
Well,
Thank you.
thanks.
Can you tell us how you all got started and how Sweet Leda came to be?
Julie and I started playing music together back in like 2002, and we immediately realized that we were having a good time, so we started building something, and went through a few member changes and played with a few different people, a few name changes, and then we found these two turkeys.
These
And,
guys were much prettier.
and it was immediately magical. So about 5 years now total with this lineup.
Close to it, if not.
You were 2007, I was 2006.
Yeah.
It's give or take.
And, obviously, a lot of people know you guys in the Annapolis area and locally gig a lot around town. Tell us about some of the gigs you have coming up, and I understand you also have a new album that you're promoting, so tell us about that.
We do. We have a brand new album, and it took forever to get there, but it's here, and we couldn't be happier. It's called Need the Music. We have them with us.
Oh, let's show our viewers.
And, yeah. Cover is designed by Scribe. It's very beautiful. We sell them at shows and some local shops, and you can get it on Amazon and iTunes. But it was a really nice experience making the CD. We didn't mess around. We put in the time, and we made it good. So we're really excited about that. So we'll be selling them at a bunch of festivals we have this summer. We have Quiet Waters coming up. We have East Puerto Rockin'. We have Silipana. We have Hot August Blues. That's going to be wild because Robert Randolph and Susan Tedeschi and Derek Trucks. So that's going to be crazy. So we're really looking forward to a good summer and a whole bunch of gigs.
And it sounds like it's already off to a fun start. You just went on your first tour, right?
We did.
So tell us about that.
It was actually based around a wedding that we were asked to play in Wichita, Kansas. Good friend of ours who loved the band, and they wanted to have us. And so we drove to Wichita to play a wedding gig. It was a great trip. We on the way home, we played a few gigs. We played in Asheville. We'd always wanted to hit Asheville and made some good friends, and we'll definitely be going back there. We played a couple of good shows in Raleigh. We'll definitely be going back there. So we had a good time. It was our first time spending that long together in the van, almost 2 weeks together with us all together. And
you didn't have a motor coach, a big tour bus?
No, but ever since you mentioned your buddy, I think we might have to talk about the tour bus.
Oh yeah,
options there.
Excellent.
Yeah. But it was a great experience, and now we know we can do it.
Yeah.
Wichita.
Yes, Wichita or Wichita.
That was the name of the band. That's what we named our van.
Wichita.
Wichita.
After
But you have to say it,
Wichita.
Wichita.
So after hearing you guys and seeing you on the show, everybody's going to want to know how to find out more about the band, get a copy of the album. What should they do?
I would say sweetleda.com has everything that you need there. Videos, shows, pictures. So it's good stuff.
LEDA. SweetLEDA.com.
That's right.
You got it.
Great. Well, in just a minute, we're going to hear you guys play live in the studio. This is our first time, so we appreciate you being here. And thanks for being on the show.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having us.
And now here's Sweet Leda doing Can't Stand.
What can you say when you smile at me? I can't say when you lie to me. Every say, every day, every way I see your face, yeah. I can't stay when you change your mind. I can't stay your green gleaming eyes. I know why, they know why, we all know why. Gonna shake it up, gonna break it up. You wanna make up? Ha 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 ha. on that alibi, and we'll keep rising, getting high. I can't stand when you smile at me. I can't stand when you lie to me. Hear me say, hear me play, I ain't going away. Gonna shake it up, gonna bring it up. You wanna make up? I'll punch you in the face. Gonna shake it up, gonna bring it up. You wanna make up? Don't you worry, I live by, and you'll be wishing you were near my side. She'll be waiting on that alibi, and we'll keep rising, getting high. I know why you do. I see how you accept why you choose. Accept why you choose. Oh, accept why you choose. Oh, accept why you choose. Don't you worry, I live by, and you'll be wishing you were near my side. She'll be waiting on that alibi, and we'll keep rising. Don't you worry, I live by, and you'll be wishing you were near my side. She'll be waiting on that alibi, and we'll keep rising. We'll keep rising, oh, we'll keep rising, getting high.
All right, viewers, you've just witnessed an amazing performance on the stage today by Sweet Leda. Congratulations, guys. That was awesome. You can see them again on July 23rd at Quiet Waters Park. We'll be right back after these messages.
Ready or not, here I come. We see you, Gordy.
Oh man, I can't play this game.
That's okay, Gordy. Everybody's different. You're supposed to be shaped like that. We're round all over.
Bodies come in all shapes and sizes. What's important is that you get exercise and eat healthy, fresh foods.
Like what you get from a farm.
Peaches.
Watermelon.
Strawberries. Well, this is awkward.
It's cool.
It's sweet. Fresh from the farm.
Let's eat. Let's go to a farm.
Welcome back. In today's Police Beat, detectives are looking for two men in an attempted abduction in Crofton. Public Information Officer Justin Mulcahy is here with more. Justin?
When officers arrived, they spoke with the 29-year-old female victim who indicated that she was jogging in the area when she noticed a male subject following her on foot. The suspect eventually approached the victim and asked her for directions to the post office. As she was giving directions, a vehicle described as possibly being a two-door older model gray hatchback was being operated by a second male subject who also approached the victim. The operator of the vehicle asked for directions as well to the post office. At that time, the suspect on foot grabbed the victim from behind, and the victim immediately screamed. Consequently, the suspect on foot let go and began running away from the victim towards the Crofton bowling area, while the suspect in the vehicle drove off on Priest Bridge Drive towards Route 450. A witness in the area heard the screams for help, responded to the scene, and called 911. Several officers responded to the scene to establish a perimeter. With the assistance of parole officers, a K-9 unit, and the aviation unit, the area was canvassed for the suspects who have not been located at this time. Detectives from the Criminal Investigations Division have assumed responsibility for the investigation, which is ongoing. Anyone with information on the incident is urged to contact Detective Dave Wood at 410-222-3466. The suspects in this case, the first one, it's a white male about 18 to 20 years old, described as being 5'8" to 5'10" with a thin build and freckles on his face. He had short brown hair, brown eyes, and was last seen wearing a blue t-shirt with Billabong written across the front, along with dark cargo shorts This was the suspect that was on foot. Suspect number 2, the individual operating the vehicle, was a Hispanic male, about 30 to 35 years old, with medium-length black hair, wearing a white T-shirt and black hat. Now, please notice the composite sketches of the suspects on your screen. Through further investigation, detectives have since learned that the victim was touched or grabbed inappropriately from behind by that suspect that was on foot. They're currently treating this as a 4th-degree sex offense investigation. The department has increased its police presence in the area in the form of extra patrol officers as well as members of the countywide bike patrol. We're going to move on now to our second incident. That one took place on June 21st, right around noon, and that's when officers from the Northern District responded to the 500 block of Amberley Road in Glen Burnie for a citizen robbery call. When officers arrived on scene, they spoke with the 80-year-old female victim from Glen Burnie, who reported that she was approached by a male suspect while she was sitting in her front yard waiting for a ride from a relative. She apparently was sitting on some sort of concrete wall. The victim indicated that the suspect aggressively grabbed the money that she was holding from her hand while she was sitting in front of a residence and then immediately fled on foot towards Baltimore-Annapolis Boulevard. No weapons were implied, and the victim was not injured during the incident, fortunately. Several officers in a canine unit canvassed the area but were unable to locate the suspect. Suspect's being described as a black male in his 20s, about 5'5" to 5'8", with a thin build, wearing a white tank top, white pants, and a black ball cap. Now, folks, you know the deal. We talk about it every time on the show. If you have any information on the crimes or suspects we mentioned, don't hesitate to call, email, or text your tip to Metro Crime Stoppers Hotline. It's available 24 hours a day, toll-free at 1-866-7-LOCK-UP, or you can text message MCS plus your message to crimes at 274-637. Your third option, visit the website at www.metrocrimestoppers.net. And remember, phone calls are not recorded, callers remain anonymous, and you might be eligible for a cash reward of up to $2,000.
Thanks, Justin. Hopefully a viewer will have a tip to solve this case.
Well, if you're a grandparent, there are lots of programs available for you and your grandkids this summer. Here with a preview is Mary Felter. Mary?
Thank you, Karla. Today my guests are Nancy Allred, who is the director of the Paschal Senior Center right here in Glen Burnie, a center member whose name is Eleanor Breeden, and she lives in Glen Burnie, and she has her granddaughter here, Jenna Parrish, who's 9 and a student at Freetown Elementary School going into the 4th grade. I asked them to come today because we're going to be talking about the Grandparent Special, the activity that goes on at the Paschal Center during the summertime. Nancy, tell me a little bit about the Grandparent Special. What is it exactly?
Well, we've been doing this for several years now, and I know in the school system they have Grandparents' Day at school, and so we thought we'd do the reverse where we could have Grandkids' Day at the Senior Center. And so we started offering some programs that the seniors could bring their grandchildren to, and we've had a very good response, and it's just a lot of fun to see have the grandparents have a chance to share their center with and have their children meet their friends and participate in some of the activities.
I wanted to ask Eleanor, why do you come?
I come because I think it's a very interesting program. It's a very good program for the kids and their grandparents to join together. Also, it's interesting for the other people here to meet the children.
And Jenna, what have you liked when you've come to the programs? What ones did you like?
Like the little puppet shows and all, and the animals.
And I understand you like to show off the dolls that you bring with you. Tell me a little bit about that. You show those off to the grandparents and other grandchildren?
Yeah, pretty much, because
they've never seen that before, right?
Yeah, because it's pretty much
different, right? Well, I know that we have several programs that are going to be coming up, and I'm going to ask Nancy to tell us what some of those are. Nancy, tell me some programs.
We're planning to offer some films, some music programs. We have a magician that'll be coming. We have 2 animal programs, one that will be coming in presented by the Maryland, the Zoomobile, which is from the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore. And then we also will be having the Department of Natural Resources presenting one of their Scales and Tails programs. All of these program offerings are listed on our website, and that's www.aacounty.aging .org. And also you can call the center for more information, and that phone number is 410-222-6680. The center is located at 125 Dorsey Road in Glen Burnie. And all of these programs are free. They're open to the public, and we encourage all of our grandparents to come in and see what's happening at the center and invite their grandchildren, their school-age grandchildren, to come join them.
Well, I'm just going to quick go over some of the programs that I know that you provided me the list. You have Secretariat that's coming up, a film. Then you got the Reptile Wrap-Up, a Scales and Tails outreach program presented, as Nancy said, by the Department of Natural Resources. We have a Bill Sharkey Variety Hour that's going to be held in July. And it's a good one for grandchildren because they have music, humor, magic, comedy, and silly challenges. The Zoom Mobile presentation with some endangered species. The children can see what the endangered species have to take care of if they're challenged in their living habitat. So this will be educational for them. Folk harp concert, which should be a lot of fun. It's going to be outside if the weather cooperates. The music of Stephen Foster and some patriotic favors. And we'll wrap it up with two things. One, a movie called Ramona and Beezus, based on Beverly Cleary's novels, and The Magic of Coal. The children have always enjoyed the magic tricks that are going to be done, and it's always amazing what happens. You never know. Nancy, thanks very much for being on the program today. We appreciate it. Appreciate you all being here. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you, Mary. Thank you.
This is Mary Felter, Public Information Officer for the Anne Arundel County Department of Aging and Disabilities for Anne Arundel Week in Review. Back to you, Karla.
Thanks, Mary. Sounds like a lot of grandmas and grandpas will be really busy this summer.
Karla, when I was a kid, I loved to go to camp. Swimming, capture the flag, cookouts. Well, Anne Arundel County has a lot of specialty camps with all sorts of good activities. In this week's Recreation and Park Spotlight, Carolyn Ryan takes a look at a few of them. Carolyn?
Well, all of our summer camps and programs are off to a great start, and we've got a little something for everyone, from sports camps to science camps and everything in between. We've got a lot of great specialty camps, including some great camps here at Shipley's Choice Elementary School. I'm joined by Lou Norbeck of Fast Track Kids. And Lou, tell us a little bit about some of the camps that you have going on this week.
Sure. We have two camps presently that are operating. We have dinosaur camp for children who are ages 3 through 4, and then we have a camp also for dinosaur study of children who are 5 and 6. And we have a creative math class for children who are 6 and 7 presently. Following that's the week of June 20th. Following that, the week of June 27th, we have a science camp, once again for the same two age groups, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. And then we have a creative math camp for 8 and 9-year-olds.
Now, these are week-long camps?
They're all week-long camps. We have 4 weeks, obviously, in the summer, and there's a theme each week. This theme is dinosaurs. Next week it's science. The third week, which would be July 5th, is space camp. Once again, 2 groups, 3s and 4s, 5s and 6s. And then the week of July 11th, we have a creative literature and drama class.
Great. Sounds like some very good, fun things for kids to do, educational as well. And you also run programs through the fall, correct?
Yes, we do. We have a Saturday program in the fall, once again centered here at Shipley's Choice Elementary School. 2 groups of children, ages 3s and 4s and 5s and 6s. This fall we're going to have a class on economy. We're also going to have one on natural science. And for the younger children, that 3 and 4-year-old age category, we're going to have a music class, fast track music. And we're also going to have signing for Mommy and Me.
Well, our viewers can get more information on any of these great programs at our website, www.aacounty.org/recparks, or give us a call at the office, 410-222-7313. Thank you very much for being on the show and for offering these great programs for the kids. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Carolyn. It's not too late to sign up. To view our summer camp guide, go to www.aacounty.org and click on the banner, or you can call 410-222-7300. So, lots of music on the program
lots
today.
Of music. Yeah,
we talked
it was a
about
great show.
concert series and all kinds of things. We just had U2 come through
a couple nights ago.
And Did you go to U2?
I did not go to the concert. Did you go?
I didn't go, but I've heard a lot about
did.
their shows.
Yeah, I heard one of my office mates went. She said it was an excellent show, though a little hot in M&T Stadium the other night.
I bet. Did it live up to the big Zoo TV tour that was such a big deal years ago?
I think so.
I heard their set costs like $32 million.
And I think it takes about a week, she was saying, to just put it together.
That's amazing.
They have a couple different sets. So one team is setting up a stage in one city, another team is setting up a stage in another city. So yeah,
I guess that makes it
crazy.
Worth the price of admission,
yeah.
which I wasn't.
But yeah, a lot of good concerts in the county too. We were talking about Quiet Waters Park and Downs Park now that it's officially summer. And it only costs $6 to get into these. It's just admission per vehicle, so it's really a good rate. Any plans you have this summer for any musical events? I know from watching the show that you keep in touch with all the musical happenings. Yeah, I don't have any big plans yet, but kind of keep it open. What about you? A friend of mine notified me that Soundgarden, I'm dating myself again, Soundgarden is touring, so I might have to go see that one. Yeah. I've been talking for years about going to one of the big festivals. I think Bonnaroo is going on right now, maybe next year. But a lot of exciting stuff going on this summer musically, and you can go right down the street to one of our county parks and enjoy it under the stars and out in nature. So it looks like, from judging from Sweet Leda, that there's a lot of good talent out there that is available. Definitely. At these shows. That wraps up this week's edition of Week in Review. You can watch this episode online anytime at www.aacounty.org. Archived episodes are available at blip.tv and YouTube. You can also subscribe to the free video podcast at iTunes. Please tune in next week for more highlights and news from around the county. We'll see you next time.